Hi, everyone. I'm Tatiana Whitlock, National Director of Training for a Girl and a Gun Women's Shooting League. And joining me today is Adam Winch, owner and lead instructor at Defenders USA. Adam will be joining us for this year's RISE National Conference in Grand Junction, Colorado, to be held at Cameo Shooting Sports. Thank you for joining us, Adam. We're excited to have you back for another national conference.
Thank you. And it's a real honor and pleasure to be here, especially since you guys are getting to come to my area, right? We're based out of the Grand Junction area, and I get to teach where you're going to the Cameo Shooting Complex. Just fantastic. So it's exciting to see this coming to Junction, and this year actually being there.
We are looking forward to it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and Defenders USA.
So missionary kid, grew up in West Africa, so still learning English. And then immediately back in the States, once I got back here, ran off to a military college, think like VMI, West Point, Citadel, things like that. I later joined the U.S. Army, went in as MP, got bored with that for a little after a short bit, and then ultimately went into kind of the tactical world of things. Truly enjoyed that, and onto things like, if you know the acronyms, PSD, QRF, ERT, SRT, blah, blah, blah. Did those type of things on a couple different TAC teams, and then later Grand Junction police officer, right where you guys are coming to. Did that for over a decade, and also on a TAC team there, what we call in the civilian world a SWAT team. So on the SWAT team here, in the street crimes unit officer for 3 years, became a trainer for the police department, and then ultimately out of a call for need of one of our churches in the area, I started training people. They had some bad things happen. And then from there, it just became a part-time business as a police officer. I just kind of enjoyed it. Really did it for pizza. And then ultimately it just grew. It got a reputation, grew and grew to the point where I was so busy between court and police work and SWAT calls and everything else is ridiculous. Ultimately took this full time. Been doing now full time for I don't know, about 7.5 years. And not only are we a firearms training company, we're a defensive training company to where we train a lot of corporations in non-gun stuff. So we're kind of doing a huge gamut of all sorts of things, defensive in nature, gun or not, and that's Defenders.
Well, that is outstanding. And again, we're excited to have your talents at conference. So for the ladies who are joining us for conference, and for those who are interested in coming to join us next year too, tell us a little bit about your sessions and what they can expect. What are you teaching this year?
So this year I'll be teaching VCQB, right? Fighting in and around vehicles with guns, right? So if folks happen to bring long guns, or maybe we have a few here that folks can use, we'll be able to use long guns, but of course, primarily probably handguns, because that's probably the easiest to transport into the area. But whether you have one or both, we'll be doing that. So I'll be running 3.5 hour sessions on VCQB, which is a very short time frame to talk about that type thing and run through. So we're going to do a lot of good stuff there. Then also one of my other instructors you'll meet, he'll be running, Russell, he'll be running some long-range precision stuff. So he's kind of the sniper guy. So we'll be doing that, but we'll be doing a lot of different stuff in and around vehicles, literally through, under, over, between. I mean, it's going to be a pretty cool session.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and I want to come play.
Good. Come.
So for the folks who are watching, joining us at conference, or interested in training with you beyond national conference with your business directly, how can they go online and find out about you?
So you can find the Defenders USA Facebook page we have. But our website is just simply defenders-usa.com or defenders-usa.com. It's actually a website in a big transition right now. It's been that way for about 7 years. So we're transitioning things right now. So it's going to completely update, hopefully by the time you guys get here. But there's going to be a lot of stuff up there. We're going to reconstitute our calendar. So we have a decent amount of things now, but it's going to hugely explode. And there's a lot of things that are not on our calendar that we do outside the gun world. So it's kind of focused for our defensive or gun world. But you can find us there. And of course, you can find us on Facebook under Defenders USA.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again. We look forward to seeing you in your hometown in Colorado.
Good. Well, you'll love it. It's gorgeous out here. I mean, truly God's country. And you're going to be in some meat, as the ladies see it. I mean, it's just majestic where you're going to be shooting at. Perfect time of year. You guys couldn't come at a better time. And really, from what I hear, it's the biggest private range in the United States of America, and you ladies are going to love it. And we're looking forward to meeting you. I think we got a lot of good stuff we can pass on to you.